back, guys, to the production breakdown for Confessions to an Ex.
Let's
This is
go.
Harry.
Hey.
I'm Alistair. I'm Daphne. Shit. Let's do it.
Let's do it. I remember the first thing we did was we made this drum loop. Play with some drum machines, some synths.
So I think we made it on this little drum machine over here.
Nice. First main synth. Yes. Those 5 elements. What's this?
Can you stretch that file out?
Sounds like mouth noises.
Yeah. That's right. Wait, yeah.
What the?
This was a synth sound
Yeah.
that we were trying to do like a bow, 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 bow. You were trying to get rid of some of the top end. You were like, oh, this sounds gross. And then I was like, oh my
Yeah.
god, no, just keep the top end thing only.
Okay, yeah. This plugin is made for removing mouth noise sounds, but I put it on Delta mode, which means it only plays the sounds that it's removing. That's how
That's really
it made
funny.
it into the final cut. Okay, that is obscure.
I had forgotten about that.
This comes in the second half. Oh, it's like a breathy thing.
Yeah. What if you stretch that one out? What does it sound like? Which is quite lame by itself.
I guess the other thing is the guitar comes in there. Did we record this at yours or did I record it? Just some
Sounds like me.
strat a bit distorted. Yeah, sounds like you.
That's a very you sound.
Little ticky thing, yeah.
You love the little clock-esque noises.
Pre-chorus, we take that synth that we recorded and pitched it up and also like fucked it up a bit. So in the pre we've got
Oh, and yours kept going through to the end. I think I pulled out that percussion thing.
oh yeah, that's probably a good call.
So that bass thing, I really messed with that. So I'd love to hear that before.
Very cinematic.
Remember that sound for later.
From-
See what it turns into.
And we got this cool little bass line. Oh, this was from a plugin that you made me download.
Oh yeah.
Just so I could do. I think you had it for
Yeah.
a demo or something.
Oh yeah.
We sat down to make a song and you already had one.
Yeah.
Kind of started.
It was the Trailers interlude, which was kind of this song but kind of different. And I was like, oh, we should do this but better.
Yeah. Some atmospheric omnisphere stuff.
I think we played that in.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this one's got a crazy glide setting you can put on it.
Oh yeah, every time you hit it, it shoots up like that. Oh man, there's a lot going on here.
Holy shit. I think you bounced these all down to one thing for me. I didn't have to worry about all that shit.
Actually? Goddamn. A bunch of loops going on. Pretty dry little drum machine sound. Bit roomier with some toms.
I got that weird glitch like
Little bits cut out of it.
Oh,
as
that's
well,
what it
you
is,
can
yeah.
see. I kind of like the stoppage.
Yeah,
like,
it feels weird.
It really
It's-
like throws you. So we got claps in here. And snares. Just like alternating on the 2 and 4. Big crash at the start. Ooh,
Oh, we cut it short, yeah.
It's a short
that's right.
crash. These toms.
The toms in there are sick.
Yeah, they're tough. They're like
They're tough. Yeah, that's nice.
we've got that
Oh,
synth
yeah.
back on. We've made it a bit wider and verbed it up a bit. This is a cool little retro lead omnisphere thing. Bass guitar. Recorded bass, and I've also got a trillion here, which
Oh,
I
you does it?
suspect is just.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Whoa! It has the slides in there as well.
When you crank the velocity on a trillion,
Yeah, oh,
it
sure.
does the slide. And it's got all the timing as well, because I think I just pulled that audio, converted to MIDI, got all the little like
Oh, sure.
idiosyncrasy.
Just the looseness. The,
The
looseness of
looseness,
being classic. The acoustic distorted
Strong.
guitar.
It's
What
got
is it?
Decapitator, Devil Lock.
Oh
Okay, that's the
That was
the
excellent.
vocals. So that's the chorus. We've got some vocals down here.
no! Don't mind the inner west plain noise.
Yeah.
I thought that you might like to know.
Oh no!
I had to throw away my phone. I keep on running out of breath.
Oh wait, turn those back on. That's right.
Oh
We
yeah,
had this.
this was the original idea.
I keep on running out of breath with this.
And then we just kind of ended up scrapping it.
I love the idea of that stuff, but often it doesn't pan out.
And we got that extra 2 bars where we just bring it all the way back down to that intro drum loop.
What's that little fill in there? That's really cool. Oh,
Like pitches up a little bit at the end.
that's cool. I didn't notice that before. Because it's in amongst the whatever
Yeah,
that like
yeah.
Oliver loop is.
Like a little Pharrell.
But it's not on the beat.
Oh, is it on the offbeat? Oh yeah.
That's cool. What is that? Find that. I think I might have gotten rid of it. What was it?
It sounds like
What did you do?
it's just a effect
Oh.
track from Sound Toys cranking the mix. I want to hear what it sounds like when the mix is up. Yeah, just now. This comes in.
That's cool. I love that.
Hyper distorted, hyper compressed.
And I was swear to God I'm not obsessed, but then you heard all my songs.
Double.
Looks like there's another one.
Oh. Is this the Juno, the tower? Oh no, you made your own. So I normally put synth noise going like psh, so you get that energy of the highs of a synth without having to have it mixed into a synth.
Second chorus does have some
Dog break.
dog break. Some more guitars, so we've got this lead part.
Oh. That's cool.
So that one's super chopped up with the LFO tool as well, and this is without.
It's like times a bit. That's cool. I really like that.
Bridge.
I didn't know how to express. I'm signing off with O and an S.
You definitely came up with this bridge thing, right?
Yeah. Oh, I got a video of me learning how to play this.
To an S. Like Hillary's and not friends. I think I lost myself.
That bass is cool as well.
A little bit of drums.
Oh.
There's this thing that you can do in Ableton. You can go to preserve mode. It keeps the transient, but it's how much of the tail it cuts out. So if you put it all to 0, halfway you get a cool.
It's like it wants to go, but it can't.
Yeah.
All those drums that come in.
That's how you know shit's about to go down.
No, you're not a very good friend. They're just confessions to an ex.
How'd you do that? So I remember trying to explain this to you, and I did a really bad job of it because we were over Zoom, and I was just like, okay, now I want an explosion for 4 bars, and before that, I want everything to be like, and you were like, what?
I feel like we got close.
Yeah, you nailed it.
This is the first bit. I think this is just a crash. Sub drop. Probably like typed tape stop into my folder and that came up.
Just keeps going.
Automated the pitch down on Crystal. Okay, yeah, there was going to be some automation somewhere. Halfway through it, you just have these explosions.
I think I cut that bang on the vocal as well when it comes back in. That's so cool. That's mad.
So that's that section one more time.
They're just confessions to an ex.
That's something we thought about and didn't make the cut.
What did make it? Oh yeah. They're just copying that part.
Respect. When I'm confessing to an
It's a bit
Yeah,
messy.
too much, yeah,
Yeah.
too low. Do you want to load up your?
Yeah, let's swap over.
Okie dokie.
This is when I got the session.
Part 2.
Part 2. Alright, what are the drums doing?
It's definitely got a bit more width now.
Yeah, sure. Oh, that's a me thing. For sure.
Yeah.
Some kind of delay automated it to go down. I think it's just all more crunchy. I think that's the main difference.
What do you use to crush?
Big radiator guy. If I take all this stuff off, let's see what it sounds like. Radiator. I don't like that the kick is like breaking up too much, so I try and keep that chilly-ish, but just a little bit of warmth. Then I send it to this shit. This is the distortion channel. Distress is sending the compression. It kind of distorts it a little bit as well. Bass explosion. I definitely did something to this. I think I just put a phaser on that, automated up the bit crush, which is doing everything.
Yeah, shit.
It's just a bit duller. Took up some of the highs. Just to chill it out a bit.
Yeah, well, I totally didn't notice that.
With the vocals going at the same time, I think it's just a bit too much.
I went to see you, but I didn't lie. Hoping I'd see you instead.
A bit more crunching, like width. It's felt a bit dry. I just like things to sound bad.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to. This is cute. I like this kind of stuff. When you keep the tail of like a reverb at the start of a section. So I've pulled this out beforehand. And it stops there, but then it comes back in when the chorus starts. Something in the background.
Yeah.
It's like really soft. That's made it more like, just pump that.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the biggest boost I've ever done in my life. These two are like sort of swapping the top and bottom. This one's just in the middle to keep it somewhat centered. I think I just wanted stuff to feel like it was moving around a lot. What's this? Oh, that was the thing. Why did I cut it out here? Because that guitar comes in, so. Like, otherwise they just start clashing. Like, they're doing the same thing. This was just trying to fill out the space. You can't even really notice this one in there. Yeah, just cut them off there.
Yeah.
An explosion goes there, just so you can hear that vocal come in real clear.
They're just confessions to an ex.
It's a good moment.
A quick listen to some of the vocals.
I went to see a band I didn't like, hoping I'd see you instead. So out of touch under the flashing.
Oh, I reckon it just had a weird frequency in it.
Oh, out of touch under the flashing light.
Can't even hear it. Well, I thought that was something worth getting rid
The
of.
stuff that you care about in the moment.
Yeah. What difference did this make?
Ooh.
Okay, now I can hear it.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to mess up the main vocal, so I just dropped it down to that track. Oh, this is how I mix the different buses together. I always start with drum and bass first. I usually like to crunch them up just a little bit because I find that a little bit of distortion or a little bit of compression together, if there are different parts happening, feel a bit more like one thing. If you do it too much, especially with drums, the kick will mess up everything. So I only do like a tiny bit. I like that feeling of stuff feeling like they're connected. And then I also use Gullfoss, secret hack. This one's so good. I don't even know what it does, but it just sounds better. Getting rid of frequencies, it reckons people don't like to hear in general. It's not based on what's playing, like it is. It doesn't like pick the tallest ones. It tries to match it to the sound of a rainfall that's called Gullfoss in the Netherlands or some shit.
Okay, right, yes.
If you send it hard. Oh, Pultec. Oh, isn't this? Light boost at 100.
I like it.
Barely perceivable.
Yeah.
Everything is sidechained a tiny bit to the vocal.
Like you're the reason I'm depressed.
Send it.
I think I lost my self-respect
Oh, yeah.
when I confessed it to an ex.
It's like a dynamic EQ that figures out where your vocal is in the spectrum and then drops those frequencies when it happens. But just a little bit. So that's on every single bus. I also sidechain the bass to the drums a little bit as well. Chorus vocals,
Like you're the reason I'm depressed.
double.
I think I lost my self-respect when I confessed it to an ex.
Do you deep breath your vocals ever?
I like breaths.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you just like leave them.
I take them out of like doubles and stuff. So you can see the
Yeah.
breaths in the top one.
Got you, yeah.
They're just confessions to an ex. Like you're the reason I'm
I even kept it in there.
Yeah.
But I like breaths. I think they make it sound normal. Classic vocal chains. It's always the same basically. 1176.
76.
Into LA2A, into EQ, like usually cutting out some of the lows. Oh, I boosted some of the lows, probably to the high octave.
They're just confessions to an ex.
Spectre, adding some, basically everything. I usually use that for brightness, but here I did not. Echo Boys,
Confessions to an ex.
Jam Dopamine doing a bit more brightness.
They're just confessions to an ex.
And then last thing, bridge vocals.
I didn't know how to express. I'm signing off with O and the X.
This has way more distortion on it, but if you take it off,
I didn't know how to express.
it's a bit crunchy, but just mixed in a little bit. And then this is like the main crunch.
I didn't know how to express.
Pretty abrasive.
Mm.
Bit of panning going around,
I didn't know how to express.
but only mixed in a little bit. So it's just a smidge of wobble side to side. Then echoes.
I didn't know how to express. I'm signing off with O and the A's.
Bit of delays. It's quite harsh, so
Yeah,
I'm taking
yeah.
it.
I didn't know how to express. I've been fine, it's obviously underwhelming. Can't decide if we should talk it.
It's way faster pan though.
Mm.
Whereas this top one is
It's like a 1 bar.
Decide if we should talk when you've been telling all my friends just absolutely everything.
That's pretty much the track. I don't think there's anything else. Pretty much Harry did everything. Is anything to promote?
So Sharina's got some stuff coming out soon. I know Olive's working on some stuff. Alana's got some stuff.
That's
Keep your
Zuli.
eyes, yeah, Zuli. Keep your eyes peeled for all of that. You know, I'll release some of my own stuff as well.
Oh, true. What's your project?
One of these days,
Good
you
name.
know, well, yeah, you know, all in development. So yeah.
All right, we'll keep your eyes peeled for Harry's own project. Name TBA.
Name TBA.
Songs TBA. Release TBA.
Yeah.
Thanks very much for watching. As always,
Yeah.
we've been Daphne and Harry.
Definitely.